Okay guys, welcome back. We're in Minecraft again. This is Area, and this is my branch mine that goes off a million miles in that direction. Slime farm down there marked by redstone torches just so I know which one it is. And then a ladder out over this way. Just came down to pick up some more slime balls because, I think I'm going to need them. We're coming up to the point that we're going to be extending that elevator up a bit, and yeah, that'll be pretty relevant to us. So, today's project, because apparently we didn't use anywhere near enough stone bricks building the day-night sensor. So what are we going to do? Lay down the foundations for a mob trap. Mob spawner, mob thingamadooba does stuff with them. More of the wheat grew while I was down there. So, yeah, I think I'll be right back with you when I've climbed all the way up there. And shoved slime balls in the chest. Okay. Bye now. Okay, so while we're up here, day-night sensor, it's working. I'm going to use those 5 remaining grass blocks from that project, and I think we may lay out that garden now. So what I'm thinking is, which side would have the best view? Yep, it's great to be up here at night without a bed. Perfect time for figuring out what looks good, huh? Wow. I'll be back with you again when the sun's risen, or I've climbed down and gotten a bed to bring up here. Be right back again. Okay, so I'm back up. I placed a bed in a spot that I hope won't get me killed when I sleep in it. The sun's going down again because of the amount of time I've spent running around, but I think this is the corner we want to use for the garden, because from here, like this entire quarter, you'll have a view of extreme hills there, an ice biome over there, bit of jungle, and there will be ocean views off, just off to the side. Yeah. So it looks like we're going to have to go and sleep again in a moment. I'm not going to build this out too much because don't have that many stone bricks, and obviously don't want to be wasting them. Got a whole mob spawner to, at the very least, plan out. I don't know if it'll get done today, but hopefully it will. So let's just get over here and get it back to daytime, because it's going to be problem enough working on a mob spawner without mobs having already spawned. And whilst I say problems working on a mob spawner, what I really mean to say is a mob spawner at this height. So we are currently at Y240. This is the top level that mobs will spawn at, and as we saw when we were up here last episode, they were definitely spawning. So that corner, I'm gonna nudge that over, so it should be okay. Now I think, the shame of it is there's ocean in that direction, so technically speaking, nothing. We're more than 144 blocks above the ground. It won't even concern me. So, slight orientation here, there. So I happen to know that the chunk alignment here, that line is the edge of a chunk rather than the line down the middle as it should be, whereas on this one it is the one down the middle. So we can use that to position a mob spawner over 4 chunks, which is relevant only because it will check multiple times for mob spawning and essentially increase the odds of it working. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this would be the midpoint of a chunk. From that side, it's going to be a little bit more, but let's see. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Chunk division along here. So from there, let's see how far in we are. Well, considering that was done so scientifically, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and if that's the line there, so in actual fact, the center of it, this line there, this is the center point. This is where we want the drop off. This is what we want to build it around, I think. Yeah, that sounds good actually. Let's just double check. So we've got the 4 here, water streams. Well, not water streams running along here at the moment, but yeah, you use your imagination. Careful not to fall off. I'm using the shift key even though I said it was for girls, but honestly, no. Do not want to fall off. For the observant people amongst you, you noticed that my XP seemed strangely diminished, but I didn't mention anything about new enchants. Nope, it wasn't just because they were bad, it was because I finally did fall to my death off of this thing. Though, honestly, it was after I tod-pillared up, I was trying to put ladders down it, slipped, fell, so while you're trying to go down, put ladders beneath you. It's not a smart idea. The annoying thing is I landed in 1 deep water just about there, right next to the block that would have taken me down to 2 and saved my life. Marvelous. Marvelous. So, I don't think this is going to be Enderman spawner yet, just because I'm not quite ready for that piston investment, and to be perfectly honest, I'd kind of like to do it with tripwires in 1.3, because I already came up with a design for a tripwire based mob spawner. The beauty with tripwires, for anybody who hasn't figured this out yet, is that they don't actually have to be placed on the ground. You can place them levitated in the air, and they do numerous clever tricks. Like, for example, if sand falls down through it, it will detect that. It will detect items falling down through it. It will detect mobs falling down through it. It will also detect if a mob spawns in it and its head is in the tripwire, which means that a piston can fire underneath at the floor level. In theory, if you are particularly clever, you could use this to make a piston-based spider farm, but I don't really need string. I've got a double cave spider spawner, which, you know, that'll do. So how do I want to lay this out? I think for now I'll just go with what I know, what I've been using a long time. Let's just see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Will this fit in? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like we'll be okay. Though I kind of want to move it more into the middle there so that we have the ability to have a walkway around the center. And as loath as I am to drop these blocks, well, we're gonna need to go down there anyway. Super risky time. Aw, yeah. So the good news is, we already know if we build the line out from here, that will draw to 1 center point. Yep. I'll be right back with you when I've got the scaffolding set up. Okay, so I've got that produced down there and up here, but there is a slight snag, and it is that there's not actually, pause mistake, not quite enough room up here to go another chunk. be in the middle of a chunk, or we have to use this one. So the question is whether I want to compromise the whole 4-chunk thing, which honestly I'm a little OCD about, even though the tower's slightly off center by 1 block. That will drive me mad. I mean, at some point, probably this will be mostly completed. You just find me one day tearing it down and moving it all over 1 block. It'll be the weirdest thing you've ever seen. But anyway, in the meantime, yeah, I'm not 100% on what I want to do about this. To be honest, the rates are probably going to still be pretty good, even if it's right in the middle of this chunk, just based on the fact that we're up way above any cave limits. I mean, the only other place that mobs are spawning for now is on the framework of this tower, which they're not going to be soon enough. So I don't know. Extended moment of silence. Yeah. Well, I think this would be better so I can walk around the edge. I won't be able to walk into the center there, but I think I can live with that one. Just for now, at least. Just for now. It's a pretty permanent decision, but just for now, I can live with that. Yep, that's good. Just so long as you don't regret it late. Oh, oops. Nah, it'll be fine. I think the outside walkway will end up being a bit more important to me. The center walkway is just going to be for the purposes of, eyeing up the center, and I don't think it needs to be on every side. I think maybe just even 2 of them, especially considering, where are we? Garden here, window over there. Yeah, that'll work out, and whatever's over there will be fine, because this won't be a window, this will be an actual, entrance over there, and then a window in from the garden, looking into and down the center. That'd look pretty nice, I think. So, yep, I'm happy with this. I'm doing it. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that should take you up to. Well, I'd say it should take you up to the end of the chunk. It doesn't really. It doesn't. But okay, so if this is the corner of it, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm not going to put water streams around the outside because that complicates it. The rates on this would be slightly lower, but it's okay. What have I done here? Something is wrong. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's what I've done wrong. That's what threw me. Okay. Disaster averted. All is good with the world. Now, in terms of an on-off switch for this, for now, it's going to be that ladder right there. Yep, when you come up, it turns on. Longer term, though, mobs will actually spawn on the redstone lamps. I tested that when they were brand new, just to confirm that if I were to put, say, a lamp here, and here, you could light all the platforms perfectly, and it wouldn't stop the mobs spawning, and it's fine. It's all good. So, that's how we light it, and there'll be room under the platforms to run wiring. This is a mob spawner design I've used forever. I could build my first one of these over a year ago, easily, and it's just been there ever since, really. It's not the most efficient design anymore, I don't think, really. I don't think it ever was. I think there was ways to improve it, but just never bothered because it was good enough. It got the job done. Got me items. Oh, this is gonna hook right up snug to that, isn't it? Well, that kind of works out. Otherwise, if this was properly aligned, let's see. Yeah, we'd have a block gap, the corner would be there, and we'd have it around, so it'd be like a double thick wall there. It's not even that offensive to my senses right now. In fact, it makes me feel slightly better about it. Yep, I am going to make you watch while I do this. So, talking point while we're at it. I'd just like to say, and don't think this is particularly weird, everybody's heard of eHarmony, and it's an internet dating site. Okay, fair enough. But actually, the personality test, even if you don't intend to use the site, I'd suggest go and try that out, because actually, it's really awesome. It didn't really tell me anything about myself. For anybody wondering, I just did it. Yeah, it didn't really tell me anything about myself that I didn't already kind of know. But, you know, it's kind of interesting. The fact that it can peg you that well just on a series of questions, and short. Like, I think I did the whole thing in under 5 minutes, which I probably shouldn't. That's probably really bad. Oh god, I'm about to run out of dirt again. This should get us high enough to do what we need to do, though. Okay, so the platform needs to be too high, which that will be. Followed by... Yep, got it fine with the dirt here. Platform for the water stream. Yeah, that is too high. Just excuse me while I confuse myself excessively over this. So let's get that back, and let's see if we can't be sneaky here and reclaim some blocks. Yep, just had to put the teeth back in again. Yeah, I'll get away with this. This will be fine. I'll get these back. Because if this is in, it means I can just drop the dirt blocks onto this and retrieve them, which is good. Alright. If I'm good, yep. So that I don't have to go over one. That'd be distressing. Okay, whatever you do, don't fall off the edge like you're totally doing. Yep. They told me there'd be days like this. I didn't believe them, but they told me. I'm gonna go back up there and retrieve some dirt blocks. It can only be good for our sanity in the long run. And that'll give us an opportunity to sleep after shooting that creeper. Bye-bye. Right. So, which side did we just build under? I'm going to test it by standing on the block I'm removing. Yeah, I know. I wasn't really stood on it. That's cheating. But I did get it right. So, do I get credit for that? Right. At the end here, no, in fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can run this for 8. In fact, we need to run this for 8. So that's 7, that's 8. And at this point, you think, you may as well extend the pads. Nope, that corner. Not happening. Sorry. So I'm going to take out this corner on pretty much all of them, just so that I can get around effectively, do what I need to do. This is the center point. This is going to be a hole, so things are going to drop down there, because you know that's what holes are for. And this one is not going to allow me to place underneath because it sucks, but it's okay. In the interim, we'll just do this. 2, 3, that's wrong. 4, 5. So yeah, the eHarmony thing, it's definitely a really fun thing to do, and you can send it off to your friends, or, you know, depending on how weird you are, you could send it off to whoever you're stalking, but yeah, it pegged me pretty good. It was a fun read. Pegged me pretty good. It said nice things about me. That's when you agree with it. If it said, like, you know, you're a raging psychotic maniac, no, actually I'd probably be pretty okay with that. That sounds pretty funny to me. Like, that's one hell of a thing to come out of a test. It's like, we're not scared for our lives at all, we're just gonna tell you exactly how it is. We don't care if you like it. We're not scared of you, you can't possibly look up our contact info on the contact info tab, or I think they probably had one of those. They might have had one of those. I don't know. I'm gonna assume they did. Okay. Oh, good God. I genuinely just brought up the inventory when I stood on the edge of a block. So, doing safe stuff with Area. Yep. That's what this should get renamed to. Yeah, basic principle. Water streams go down here. Mobs get funneled to the center. It's all good. Like you've seen these before. If you haven't, I seriously question. You know what? No, bow I want. Water bucket do not want, because there's got to be at least somebody out there who is sick of me constantly switching blocks using the inventory, because I just have this perverse thing where everything has its spot, and I always need 2 water buckets because it always pays to have a spare, and also so you can make infinite water streams. All this other just pedantic stuff that it's just the overdrive OCD going. There's no way to sugarcoat it. It's just OCD. It needs to happen, and so it does. So, yeah, I've got designs ultimately to double this up for an XP farm as well. Actually, I want those in place. To do that, simply you want to drop the mobs. God damn it. I think it's 23 blocks. Yeah, maybe. Okay, it's something like after 3 blocks they take half a heart of fall damage per block, and they have... Yeah, it might be 23. It's probably 23. You can go ahead and correct me on that if I'm horrendously wrong, but either way we'll figure it out at the time. And the trick to that, because obviously there's going to be at different levels as we go down, at the bottom one, like the one that you want to start the 23 blocks at, let's just tap this out, shoot that creeper. Don't think I can get him to... Oh, this did have... Yeah, it has punch on it. For some reason I read that as punch 5. I was like, what? Yeah. So I didn't knock him off the side there, he just flew right over the edge. Always good. Yep. Cheaty tap. So, imagine that these have corners. Okay? Yeah, anyway, the vines thing. Yes, I didn't mention the vines, but you put vines around to start the fall. It resets the fall. You put buttons above and below it to stop it from growing around and messing things up, and that's it. That's when the 23 block fall starts. And that's how you turn this into an XP farm. At the bottom, you could have a set of pistons in the floor, which will raise it up 1 block to turn it into XP mode, drop it down 1 block so they fall enough to kill them, and that way you can toggle it around. Also have a light switch to turn the thing on and off completely. And, you know, in this design, well, not exactly this design, but I came up with a system to pop half slabs in and out of the floor in order to turn spider spawning on and off. That is just a gratuitous feature, really. Like I said, we've got a cave spider spawner, so double cave spider spawner, in fact, so we're not really concerned about that. This is now going to be the roof. It needs to be too high, so that is actually going to be a block. And 1, 2, too high because we don't want enderman spawning in this. Everyone's favorite, right? Yeah, of course. You know what? I'm gonna be smart. Water stream in. Here's the center blocks, and yeah. So this layer, aside from filling in a bit of the roof, is just gonna be a mirror of the one above it. So I'm gonna stop this, and I'll be back with you when it's done. Okay, well, scratch that I'll be back with you when it's done thing, because I'm out of stone bricks now. And as everybody is hopefully already aware, I'm completely out of cobble, have next to no coal left. I probably only got enough to do 12 stacks of cobble anyway, if I had them. This will take time and irritation, but, you know, yeah, it'll be kind of fun. I can show you this finished in another episode. You don't really need to see it done. You know what, I'm gonna pilfer these blocks from here, just because the top level is slightly more complete. And just quickly demonstrate what a completed floor looks like. So that simply is like that. Drop that down just for the purposes of that there. Now, where I'm going to build an infinite water stream, for some reason I was thinking in terms of hacking blocks out here. No sir, not necessary. So, your water stream goes here and here. Water will flow 8 blocks, so it goes exactly to the edge. The principle is mobs will walk to the edge, fall off. Along these walls back here, like, imagine these dirt blocks are stone bricks, okay? That's a wall. You could have wall across there, you know, so that just flows in all the way around this, and then the ceiling would be too high, so that enderman cannot spawn in here. And yeah, that's basically it, just this floor pan, and that will work. That will be a moderately efficient farm. You need to be between 24 and 32 blocks, 24 blocks away, otherwise the mobs won't spawn, and within 32 blocks, otherwise they'll go inactive and despawn. Awkward, but you know, it's doable with a 2-layer system. I can come up with a more efficient system. In fact, E05 has a pretty decent design that's it wouldn't be 100% efficient, but it's a damn sight more efficient than this if you're talking about a much taller tower. I've got a feeling that I can possibly tweak it a little bit, put water streams around the outside, which he doesn't do. That reduces the rates a little bit, but yeah. Either way, if you're more than 32 blocks away, they go inactive after a period and despawn. And the thing with mobs is they'll just wander around on here like making those exact sounds like that. Even the creepers. No. Just the zombies. And then occasionally, oh, water stream. Fall off. Swept down. Bam. You get your items at the bottom. So yeah, I mean, there's a million and one tutorials on these things. They've been in the game longer than I have, if I'm honest. Then again, this design, or at least the more refined designs, they're more contemporary with when I started, but, you know, either way, we're gonna call this an episode, even though, frustratingly, we didn't quite finish, but... Oh, I don't like that sound. I don't like that sound one bit. Oh, so apparently I knocked out the supports on this level. That was extremely intelligent of me. So I'm gonna just build back up here. Where's that Enderman? He's walking around on dirt. I don't like it. Oh, wait. Idiot. That's why. It's because there was never supports on that level. They were down there. You go off. You... Was that an Enderman I just hit? Oh, I don't care. I'll take him on. It'll be fine. Battle to the death in the sky. It'll be just like that game out of Gladiators. One of the finer shows from 6 o'clock Saturday night on in the 90s. Yeah. Except they fall to their death instead of just onto a crash mat. Yeah, we're going to call this an episode. As frustrating as it is to have not quite finished that, you know, I'll have it finished by the next time I see you all. And for now, you know, take it easy. Thanks for watching, and hit some buttons if you agree with their associated sentiments. And go check out the eHarmony thing. They're not paying me to say this. I'm just saying it's genuinely kind of interesting. And you can share your profile if you're into that kind of thing. If anybody it comes back saying you are a serial killer, then I want to see it, and please don't kill me. So yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye now.